Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a small teddy bear, so find your polymer clay and let's get to it. This is just a brown colored clay, actually I think it's caramel, and I am first rolling a tiny ball and then I am rolling a bigger ball into this teardrop shape. Then I am cutting 2 slices of my thick cane here, and I want the slices to be the same size, and I'm also rolling these into teardrop shapes. This is going to be the back legs of the teddy bear. So I am squeezing the end of the teardrop and then I'm pushing the top part upwards. Let me show you that because I was just off camera, so let's do it one more time. And I'm working on my glass plate and I'm placing the legs of the bear like this and then the body so that you can see the teardrop shape here. And I'm making sure that everything is nice and connected. That's why I am petting his bum right here. And I pushed his body a bit too much, so I have to reshape it. Remember to condition your clay before you do this, otherwise it can be really hard to texture the little teddy bear. So condition means that you heat it up, you warm it up by what do you call that? You do that by kneading the clay, you know. Anyway, I cut 2 slices of the roll that I started with, the clay roll that I started with, or log, and I made them a bit thinner than the ones I used for the back legs. Then I am rolling that into sausages, and one of the ends I am placing here on the teardrop shaped body here, and I'm making sure it is connected really nice to the body, and then I'm making these are semicircle shape, and I place the head on top of the arms. Then I am cutting off another piece of clay and I'm rolling that to a log and then I'm squishing it really flat, and I'm cutting off the ends here so that I have the shape of my ears for the teddy. And I'm going to use a dotting tool to kind of bend it over the dotting tool and then place it on the little head just like this. And then I am going to make sure that the ears are really good and secure on the teddy bear, and I'm going to do that with my dotting tool. And now everything falls apart and I have to place everything together again just like that. Now I'm using my dotting tool to make sure that the ears are going to sit really nicely to the head. Then I have a piece of, this is not white clay, this is more porcelain. It is not all white, but it's almost white. But you can use white clay if you want to, or a lighter brown. And I cut off a tiny piece of that, and I'm going to make the muzzle of that for this little teddy bear and the little mouth thingy. And I'm just gonna take that and I am placing that on my little teddy bear, just like that. Now I'm going to cut a little triangular shape of the brown colored clay that we used for the teddy bear itself. And I am going to place that on top of the muzzle, and then we have the little nose for the little bear. So that's quite easy. Then I'm using my dotting tool here to decide where to place the eyes, and I'm actually pushing it in where I want the eye, because this way it will stick when it is baking. And we're not done with this color here. We want first of all a piece for the tail and then 2 tiny slices for the feet. So the tiny slices here, I'm just pushing them a tiny bit more flat onto my glass plate here also, so I can have this oval shape of it. And then I am taking them and I'm placing them here at the end of the little feet. One in on each of the feet here. And this little one, I am just rolling that into a tiny ball. And again, using my ball tool, I am giving it a little texture here. And then I'm placing that as a tail on my teddy. There we go. Then I took a tiny piece of black clay and rolled it into a snake. And I'm cutting two really tiny pieces off that little snake. And I am rolling these two tiny pieces into some small nice balls for the eyes, and I'm using my dotting tool to pick them up and place them into the hole that we made for the eyes. And that's the first and the most difficult part of the teddy bear.
Subscribe, like, and ring the bell button.
You can bake him just like this if you want to, but I want to make him a tiny bit more cute. So I am taking my needle tool and I am going to scratch up all the brown parts here, not the nose, but the bottom and the toes and the hands and the face, the ears on the back side. I am scratching everything here, so I'm just doing that in small circle motions, just like I do when I am making a cut piece of cake. I am scratching and scratching and scratching, and it takes a long time. So I jumped over a lot of the scratching, but I wanted to show you here that on the ears I am doing it on the back side, and I'm actually very softly doing it here because I don't want to ruin the ears, so be careful when you do that. It looks a bit rough here because I sped this part up like 300 times, so it looks like I just did that in 5 minutes, but it actually took me more like 20 minutes to half an hour to do this on the whole teddy bear, but it's so much worth it. And when you're ready and done with this, then you can go and bake him. After the little bear has cooled off, I am going to use some of my fimo glaze here for the nose and the eyes on him to make him look a little more alive or a little more interesting. And that's all there is to this one. You can make him from scrap clay because that will be really cute as well, or whatever kind of clay you have. You can make them in different colors and shapes and sizes. So that's it for today. I had a lot of fun with this and I hope you will try it out. I will see you next week, so happy crafting.